What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the pause menu. Pull up a chair, take a seat, and let's jump into the demo for Slay the Spire 2. This is a long-awaited sequel for an absolute titan that literally defined the genre. I mean, the original basically invented the branching map style that we see in almost every single dungeon crawler today, and it looks like Megacrit has caught lightning in a bottle twice because this game is already sitting at overwhelmingly positive on Steam. So without further ado, let's dive in and see exactly what Slay the Spire has in store for us. Alright, Ironclad. So it looks like there is going to definitely be at least one other person. I don't know if all of these guys are going to be the same, but let's see. The last soldier of the Ironclads. Crush foes with a sword and flame against his will. Burning blood at the end of combat heals 6. Okay, so that's pretty identical to how the last game worked. Enable tutorials. I think we will. Just so that we know what's going on and they can point it out for us. Act 1, Overgrowth. Alright, so yeah, select a room to travel. Move to the spire, pick a room and enter. Once you complete the room, pick an adjacent room above and keep climbing. Yep, just like the last game. All right, we've got unknowns, merchants, treasure, rest, enemy, and elite. So in the last game, it was all about fighting these elites. These guys give you extra relics, like our starting relic here, and that just makes you stronger. Obviously, you want to be strong enough to beat them without dying. Anyway, let's hop in here. I mean, so first off, the game just looks so nice and smooth. I think this looks great. Defeat enemies with playing cards in your hand. Cards require energy to play. Once you are out, end your turn. At the start of your turn, new cards are drawn and energy is replenished. Sure. Play defensive cards to block. Yep, block reduces incoming damage, but wears off next turn, of course. And then during your turn, you can observe an enemy's intent. Be sure to block. All right, everything very similar to the last one. So we can block. We don't have enough to block all of the damage, but I say we block as much as we can, and then we hit for 6. All right, and this is a Nibbit, aggressive, so they're intending to attack, and then they intend to block on its turn too. Interesting. So I think we do vulnerable. It takes more damage from attacks. That means we would be signing up to take 6 damage. I don't really want to do that. I'd rather just hit it for 12, I think. Because we'll heal for 6 at the end, so we can take a little bit of damage. Alright, yeah, no more cards, right? So all my cards are in the discard pile here, and they're going to be shuffled into the draw pile. Understood. Alright, so now we get to go on the offensive a little bit. I say we go ahead and just do that. And next turn we can look to kill if we get 3 strikes. And we did. All right. See you later. And we heal to full. All right, let's see. So, Inch Blood Wall, lose 2 HP and gain 16 block. That's pretty insane. Or deal 7 damage and gain 2 strength of this turn. I really like the strength build with this guy. There is a blocking build, I know, in the last game, but that was a little harder to pull off. So let's just do the classic strength and see how that goes. And let's look at these lines a little bit here. So this one will get us a merchant. This one will see a couple more rooms. And then we'll be able to fight an elite. Is there another merchant up here? There is eventually, and I think this might be a little early to have a merchant too. So, you know, maybe we'll take this this path to the right here. We can see more of these unknown events. I'm sure there are a lot of new ones. All right, cool. And right away we get extra strength here. So they're gonna give us status cards. I hate that. They're filling my deck with a bunch of sludge. But so this is perfect. This will do 7 damage and we'll gain 2 strength. Now we're even stronger. We'll do 10 damage or 8. We might as well hit the big guy and leave 2 vulnerable on him. You know, you could argue that maybe you should have done it on the slime guy and look to kill him next turn. But we shall see. All right, so he's still got vulnerable, so we can do 18 damage. I think we can kill. Yeah, and we'll take 3 damage. That's fine. We'll heal that up. And he's giving us slimes. All right, we can do 8 and then 9. Looks like we're good here. Cool. So far, so good. All right, another card. Oh, gain 2 strength. Got it. Yeah, so this will remain the entire time. Deal 6 damage, add a copy of the card into your discard pile, lose 1 HP, and deal 9 damage to all enemies. Let's see. The art style is really, really nice, too. It looks like they completely, you know, redid all the art. Inflame, this was in the last game. You know, they should make this into a card game. If it's not already, like, where you could buy the actual physical cards, I think that would be really, really fun to do. All right, and we're going into our first unknown event. Ooh. The Byrd's Nest. You spot an enormous, shambling beast. Chase off and injure Greenbeard. In the alcove, the Byrd fled from a single unguarded egg. Lies abandoned. Your stomach gurgles. Eat the egg and gain max HP, or put the egg into our deck. Unplayed can be hatched at a rest site. It's a quest. I mean, the max HP is really good because we heal every turn, so just having more max HP would be good, but I'm way too interested, so we got to take this to a rest site. It may hatch into something useful later. Sure, it will. All right, and let's keep fighting the enemies so that we can get a little stronger, or at least get some more money and maybe potions. I heard that the potions system is different now. All right, so that just doesn't help us, but we get 2 strength here. Nice animation. And we'll attack and block for no reason. Perfect. Whoa. What'd you do to us? Shrink. A shrinker beetle is alive. Your attacks deal 30% less damage. Okay. All right, dude. I see you. But what if I gain 2 more strength? And then I'll probably block for a little bit. Because now we got 4 strength. I mean, this is scaling up pretty quick. Okay, sorry. So that 1 is you gain 2 strength and then you lose 2 strength. Do 10 block? I think we should. 10 block here. We'll take this guy down eventually. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we would heal up back to 80. 80 max HP. Okay, so we get a fire potion. Deal 20 damage. Cool. Drink or throw potions during combat. Potions stay with you through the run. That sounds normal. Iron Wave, gain 5 block, 5 damage. Great move. Dismantle, deal 8 damage. If the enemy is vulnerable, hit twice. Okay, so that's pretty cool to use in conjunction with our bash with 2 vulnerable here. So maybe we do that. And then, oh, deal 17 damage, exhaust the top card of your draw pile. And you can see what the upgrade is, right? 22 damage. Okay. Or there's this 10 damage twice. I think we go with the dismantle. It seems nice. Okay, and another unknown thing. All right, the sapphire seed. You narrowly avoid stepping on a bright, sharp seed. This unmistakable color gives it away that it's a sapphire seed. Okay. Were those incredible seeds supposed to be extinct? Legends say that consuming 1 can greatly amplify your endurance. But what if you plant and nourish the seed instead? A heal 9, upgrade a card in your deck, so we don't need to heal, or enchant a card with Sown. First time you play this card, each combat gain energy. Since we have kind of a smaller deck, I think this actually works well. Would we rather upgrade a card? I think I'm going to try this out. This just seems cool and new. So, I mean, Inflame, doesn't really matter. I would say Inflame is good, because now this is basically a 0 cost, right? Yeah. I think that's pretty sick. Cool. All right. It says we're all good. Let's see. Yeah, the overgrowth. You find a pot with good aeration. Light peeks through. Cracked wall. Carefully reinforce the pot. Camouflage. All right. Yeah. The seed, the sapphire seed attaches you spiritually. Thanks for all your hard work. Okay. Sometimes they have like little hints about like, you know, leaving a card in the wall, for example, for the last one. So I just wanted to check that out and see if there's anything worth reading in there, worth noting. All right, I say we can do another one of these unknowns, and then we've got to go this way. We'll fight him, and then we'll go right to the new rest area. I think that's the play, because I do want to see a new elite. And it looks like that'll put us on a pretty solid path here. We'll hit the, we'll still hit the merchant and everything. All right, I'm in. I've convinced myself. All right, battle starts. Okay, so this is an ambush. What do these guys intend to do? Slippery. The next item intake loses HP. It only loses 1 HP instead. Okay. That stinks. But I guess it's okay. All right, so this guy's going to hit us for 6. We can try and take him down. Should be able to, no problem. And then we'll take 6 damage here. Whatever. All right, 8 damage. If the enemy's vulnerable, hit them twice. So we can, I mean, we can definitely kill one person, but we will use all of our mana here. So we will take 6 damage, which hurts. I don't really think there's a way around it, though. Let's see. So I could do, so this would do 1 and then 8. So we do 9 damage total to him and then gain 5 block. Yeah, we kind of have to do, something like this. And I think this might be the play here. We'll just take this guy down because he's got more health. Oh, I did my math wrong there. No, I didn't. Okay, we're good. All right, cool. So we'll gain strength. Wow. All right, that's so broken already. We got to get more strength cards, though. Let's see. Okay, 12 damage to all enemies. Cards cost 1 less for each attack played this turn. That's always fun, and I think that's easy to do. Or this is always good. Does this still upgrade all cards in your hand? I mean, dang. That's so nice to have. For the rest of combat, too. I think I'll take that. It's just too good of a card. It really is. All right. We attack. And, all right, we'll go ahead and just block, it looks like. We might want to use our fire damage, but we'll wait until it starts getting serious. All right, and this should be a big turn. All right, so we need to do 23 damage in order to be able to kill here. Can we do that? I think we can. Oh yeah, look at that. Do we do a fire potion to save ourselves here? I mean, we would take 12 damage. I think it's probably worth it, honestly. Edged. Strength potion, that's awesome. I'm really liking this card a lot. We do have a bit of a vulnerable build going on, though. 4 damage and apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Kind of cool. And what happens when you upgrade? Hello? All right, 7 damage. And these are 9 damage and 3 strength. So the temporary strength is fine, but I think it might just be better to hit like hit a thunderclap here. All right, and we're full health. We've got a strength potion, and we're going into the first house. All right, so this is a new guy. Oh, we have his egg. This is literally the guy. Okay, you're gonna attack us for 16. At the end of the turn, gain 1 strength. All right, so let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna pop the potion too. Yeah. And then we've got to block a little bit of damage here, I think, instead of doing 12 damage. I'd like to do the 12 damage, but I think it makes more sense just to try to preserve a little bit of HP here as we go. Is he got vulnerability? No. All right, so 4, 3, so he's doing 12. So we could block all of this damage here. And hope for better cards next turn. But we do need to work on taking him down quick. So 8 damage vulnerable. I say we do that. I mean, yeah, there's really not much we can do. All right, so we're going to start taking some big damage here. I think next turn we got to look to kill. All right, it's going to be really hard to kill. We're taking some big damage here. 3 vulnerable. All right, I'd say that's probably worth it. All right, we've got 5 armor. Sure. Yikes. All right, but he's definitely done here. Okay, cool. And now we get a relic. All right, so at the start of each combat, start with 1 strength. Okay, cool. That's kind of perfect for us. And then we get block, and then we get to add a card. Ooh, gain energy at the start of each turn. I like that, but I mean, it would be good to have that, especially if we do energy at the start of each turn. Especially if we put that what's it called, that growth on it. I think that would have been interesting. Sown. So it would just make it a 1 cost. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what else. 8 block, then gain another 8 block if you have exhausted a card this turn. Okay, so that's an interesting like exhaust setup, or just 32 damage. I think we can usually do something better than that. I might skip. I don't need to put these cards in my deck, I don't think. All right, let's see what this egg turns into. Hatch an egg. All right, I mean, it would be nice to heal or to upgrade a card, but let's see what this turns into. All right, 0, deal 14 damage. I mean, that's a good card. 18 damage? Yeah, sure. I'll be happy to draw that any turn. All right, we got to start playing a little safe now, though. Okay, chest, what do you got for us? Okay, a Gorget. At the start of each combat, gain 4 plating. All right, that's awesome. So we gain plating and an armor. At the end of your turn, gain block. Yeah, plating is reduced by 1. Okay. Cool. Yeah, all right, this is going okay. Let's see what this guy's got for us. Oh. Strategic. This enemy intends to apply a debuff to you. All right, I don't like that. This guy's going to do 7 damage, and this guy is going to block. All right, well, we're definitely going to do this and upgrade a card. I say we just upgrade a strike. Probably the slickest play we could do here. Okay, we'll do that. And then let's see. We've got, looks like 17 damage we can deal here. So let's just go ahead and do that. Take this guy down. I don't like how tricksy he's being. But next turn we should be able to get him. Okay, frail. Okay, so block does less. Not fantastic. All right, this is good. 5 damage to all enemies and vulnerable. Definitely what we want. And then this will do 18 damage, so sayonara. And you're gone too. Great turn. All right, and this guy's vulnerable, yeah, but he's gonna buff himself. Sure, you go ahead and do that. Okay, so we're definitely gaining strength here. And we'll hit this, gain even more strength, and now we got a 19 free Byrd. Deck! Oh, is he with us now? He's our pet. Gain block and exhaust a card at random. I don't like that as much. Apply vulnerable and weak is pretty cool for an uppercut. Or draw 3 cards and you cannot draw additional cards this turn. I don't mind that. The weak and vulnerable is kind of cool. It is hard. It is a little tough that it's 2 though. I might do the battle trance. I think we need to get a way to draw more cards here. Okay, and I'm gonna go right here. We can heal up if we need to, and then fight the elite. But we have to at least look at what what it looks like to upgrade some of these. All right, so that'll go to 4 cards. 18 damage, 9 and 3 strength, so that becomes a lot stronger. Or just gain 3 strength from this. Also very good. I think it's got to be this though. Like anytime we pull this now, every card in our hand's fully upgraded. So I'll do that, and we'll just we'll go in and we hopefully we won't lose all our HP here. What in the heck is this thing? The frog parasite. Yes, you are. Upon dying, summon something. Oh no. They're gonna give us cards. Okay. All right. Well, at least we get to start with Inflame, Thunderclap. All right. Well, let's see what he's got. Let's see what he gives us. Nasty, unplayable infection cards. You hate to see that. Okay, so we're definitely going to do the 12 block here. And then we're just going to smack him. Right? So that would do... I think this might be the play. Little 27 damage here. I think that was better off than 11 and 2 vulnerable, because we're going to kill him next turn anyway. And then his, I don't know, he's going to turn into something else. So, okay, here we go. These cards are pretty solid. Yeah. So let's upgrade all these. That's awesome. Let's see. 21 damage. So let's use... I don't want to waste anything. So it's got to be this. And then you'll turn into something. Okay, yikes. Oh, okay, that was in the wrong order there, because you gain 3 strength from doing this. I'm going to just get these guys a little low. So I think we'll at least be able to take 2 of these guys out. Alright, so at a minimum, it's gotta be that. And then it's draw more cards. Ew. If this is in your hand, take 3 damage. Hate that. I can gain 5 block and upgrade everything again, though, so sure. Ooh. Alright, let's take these guys out. $12 damage and 3 strength. And what is this? Okay, so this already is enough to kill him, so I'm gonna do that. You're gone, and now so are you. Alright. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, get a block. Alright, so that's gonna be pretty nice. So now we're just like full aggression here. 12 block. Whenever you attack this turn, deal 4 damage. Deal 9 damage and increase this card's damage by 5 this combat. Ooh. Ooh. This is good in a small deck, having a bunch of these rampages. That's kind of cool. Deal 6 damage and draw until you draw a non-attack card. I kind of like Rampage. We are starting to add a lot of stuff into our deck, though, and we haven't taken anything out. You know, like taking out a couple of the basic strikes or the blocks would probably be a good move. But yeah, I mean, this is just a solid attack. I think it's better than our strikes. So maybe at the merchant we can do that here. How are you doing, good sir? Quite a nice tent you have. Okay, so we've got 319 gold. Okay, enchant. Attacks deal 9 additional damage. Just like always? Because that seems so broken. Every time you play 3 skills in a single turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Whenever you add a power-up card in your deck, upgrade it. Okay, am I getting this right? Attacks just deal 9 additional damage? I mean, that... Like, I think I have to take that. And then we still have enough to remove something. Okay, that was insane. I think we remove an attack. And I know it sounds like silly to do that, but you want, basically, if you have less of these attacks in your deck, that just means you're drawing your better attacks more often. And we've added a lot of attack cards to our deck, and we haven't added any really very many block cards. So I think it still makes sense to get rid of a basic strike. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see how this works, though. Oh, did I... Enchanted attack? What the heck's an enchanted attack? I might have bundled this. We'll see. We'll see if each of my attacks deal an extra 9 damage. Ah. They do not. Right? Okay, let's get some more cards here. So is this an enchanted attack? All right. We got swindled. We definitely got swindled big time. All right, so 13. We're not going to have enough. We should block 1. All right. Hopefully we can kill next turn. And what does our bird do? He just kind of hangs out with us now? Kind of nice having him there. All right, 14, so we can block all of it if we want, and just hope we get better cards next turn, so maybe we do that. You know what, we could have used 1 attack move since we had plating here. But this is kind of what we were waiting for, so I think we'll upgrade everything. And we'll 10 damage to everybody, or so this will do 21 damage. 12 damage. Let's start this. Damage, so we can get rid of this guy. But we could also get rid of him and then block for 8 and block that all. So maybe we'll just do that. We got to start preserving our HP because we're going to the boss. All right, so I think we should be good, but let's just draw some cards here. Get some more strength. 13 and 11. All right, next turn, he's dodged. Man, what the heck are enchanted attack? Oh, is it like my, like, is this, sorry. Is this an enchanted attack? Well, I really just found a good way to waste 220 gold. Lose 3 HP, but gain... I mean, that's really not so bad. Usually you're going to take damage anyway. Or just apply 2 vulnerable. And what is it? 3 vulnerable. Okay. I mean, these 2 cards would actually go really well together. I kind of like this. I'm gonna grab that. Okay. So, here's the thing. Do we rest up? We heal 24 damage. Or, yeah, hit points. Or we just upgrade a card. And we risk it for the biscuit. Which card would we upgrade? Deal 9 damage, increase this card's cost by 5. Deal 9 damage, increase the cost by 9. 3 strength total. Is an extra 1 strength gonna do it for us? Honestly, I kind of want to get rid of Bash. Just to, I'm like finding it really difficult to use a 2 cost vulnerable when you've got like something like Thunderclap. Ooh, this is difficult here. I think we'll do Thunderclap. I like this move. So we'll upgrade it, and now we've got 58 health, and we're going to kill the first boss. Let's see what this guy looks like. Holy smokes. Phantom. Alright, bring it on, man. Alright, definitely draw. And this is actually a really good time, I think, to use something like this. So let's actually, we'll make them vulnerable first. Order of operations here matters a lot. Alright. This should work. Is he vulnerable? He is. Alright. Now this does 2x damage. We'll take 3 damage. We're back up. Okay, so we can do now 9. Or we can do 14. I say we do actually do the 9. To keep the vulnerability on him. Okay, also the next time he loses HP, it's only 1. Okay, right. So he's only losing 1 HP each time there. That's fine. Alright, we've got 4 block. I think we gotta kind of rush him a little bit here. Yeah, we need to hit him another 4 times before he even starts taking damage. And we heal back to max HP at the end, so once we kill him anyway, if we get that far. So definitely gaining strength here. And probably 8 block. Is it worth? It's not worth doing that. I'm saving this until we can get another extra free 2 attacks. Okay, yikes. What's going on there? Okay, that got very large. I'm a little nervous. I mean, we gotta do this block, right? And it doesn't really matter what we do, but except for this. It does increase the damage by 5 each turn. I mean, I'll just drink this potion. I think it probably makes sense now, because we'll take all of this slippery away. Okay, all right, we're just taking damage here. Yikes. And he wounded us. Okay, so we gotta save some of our... Yikes, this is so bad. I was just gonna say, we've got to save some of our, like, defensive cards for when his tail goes, like, straight up into the air. But this is the best play for what we got. Alright, we're chunking him. Rampage is actually starting to really pick up. Like, what's it doing now? 23 damage. All right, I think we might have him here. Very close. I'll take the damage. Oh, we did get him. We're so close. We in fact got him. All right, add a card to your deck. Ooh, this is definitely something I was looking for. Primal Force. Okay, transform an attack in your hand to do a giant rock. Pretty fun. But it costs. It's a 1 cost, so not so cool. 4 damage twice. Exhaust a random attack in your hand and add its damage to this card. Whoa. Okay, that's pretty insane. But I really do like the old strength build here. All right, and look at that. We are into the next act. Okay, so let's keep cooking here. Definitely starting here. Oh, a visitor. Okay, so this is new. Do come in, dear. What can does Katara do for you? Start each combat with 4 additional... Oh, so this is kind of like that big guy in the beginning, like that whale in the beginning that you talked to. Start each combat with an additional 4 energy. Remove 4 cards from your deck. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, add a scoot. Ooh. Replace the Act 2 map with a single special path. That sounds fun. Let's do that. We'll take all the decision out of it. Ooh, very special. Actually, this kind of looks sick. The end is going to be really hard. Let's see. Okay, cool. So, let's just draw some cards and see what we've got here. Perfect. Upgrade everything. Ooh. I mean, do we want to just rip this to start? We kind of need this. I don't think we can do that. I think we have to do something that makes a little bit more sense here. Probably this to upgrade everything. What's the lock? Oh, it tries to escape after 5 turns? Sure. You can try. 10 damage and 3 strength. Alright, we're going to want to block. We don't want to just take needless damage here. And then, alright, we'll set ourselves up for next turn. Whoa. And you're stealing cards, dude? That's not very nice. Sure. I can't believe we gotta find out what enchanted attacks are. He's really getting ready to take off, huh? I don't think you're gonna get very far, dude. Although he's taking 50% less damage, so he's actually doing a pretty good job. You just hit us for 14. All right. Bye-bye. Okay, that was something. Definitely taking our stolen card back. And gain max HP. We can just drink that now. And add a card to our deck. Okay, Uppercut's back. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand. Gain 5 block for each card exhausted. It's kind of cool. Rage, whenever you play an attack this turn, gain 3 block. I do kind of like that. That fits in our deck. All right. Onward and upward. All right, Field of Man-Sized Holes. Suddenly sight of massive field. Rogged with large outlines of bodies. Stops you in your tracks. One of these outlines matches your own. It's perfect. Remove 2 cards from your deck. Add a normality to your deck. Unplayed, you cannot play more than 3 cards this turn. Or enchant. Aha. Enchant a card with perfect fit. Whenever this would be shuffled into your draw pile, place it on top instead. Okay, we're definitely enchanting. And this does an extra 9 damage, so what can benefit from that? Oh, it's got to be Thunderclap, right? So 7 plus 9. I mean, that's insane, right? Just 16 damage to everybody. What else could be really cool? Maybe the card that does damage twice, but that means that I'm going to have vulnerable on them. So I think it's got to be Thunderclap. Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. So we didn't throw the run. We just need to keep finding enchanting things. All right, let's see. Do we get to start with it now? Guaranteed? Is that how that works? Doesn't look guaranteed, no. Yikes, dude, these guys are hitting hard. I like kind of want to do this, but we're just going to take so much damage. What would we take? Actually, no, we would just take a lot of damage. I mean, we could do 10, and then what, we get 4. I think that's fine. What's this guy planning to do? His attacks are fully blocked. Oh, he becomes stunned. All right, well, sure, we'll do that, and we'll stun him. All right, and this guy doesn't get stunned, so we'll focus him down. All right, that worked out okay. Cool, 17 damage. This is so insane. Not like entirely sure what I'm doing here. I think this will work okay. Yeah, that worked. Nice. Yeah, we got to be better about playing 3 attacks. All right, this is my new favorite card. We got to get more. We got to find ways to enchant more cards. 7 damage twice, deal 12 damage to all enemies, cost 1 less for each attack, or deal 12 damage, the attack you play costs 0. Skip. We'll leave that there. Okay, Smith. Can we upgrade our card? No, but we can get 3 damage. So we really need to draw this card alongside bloodletting. That's like the only way that I can really see this working. I mean, also gaining 5 block whenever you play an attack is really cool. I think that's got to be it. I think we do bloodletting, and we just hope we pull demon form and bloodletting at the same turn. All right, we'll take the strength, and we're definitely shielding. And what do we want to do? Okay, reduce damage taken, HP loss, but up to 9. Interesting. Does it go away once you get through it though? Guy's got 28 health, so he's the strongest. What? Oh, reduce it to 9. Okay. So they just basically get prevented from dying at 9. Okay, this is gonna go hard. Nice. Ooh, we didn't get anyone to 9 though, which stinks. So, all right, we'll block, and then what? Who's got the most HP? I guess this guy. All right. Okay, so each of these guys are 2 hits now, which kind of stinks. This guy's 1 hit. All right, we took a good amount of damage there. We might not be long for this world. We'll definitely block. 12, 12. Okay, yeah. So we'll do this. Kill you. And then we'll just kill this guy too. All right. And then these guys are 2 hits each. Hopefully we can pull that off without taking any more damage. Whenever you play an attack, gain block. That sounds good, but let's we'll do battle trance first. Okay, I think we can definitely kill these guys now. So boom. Okay. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Gain mana and then gain additional mana at the start of your next 3 turns. Okay. Or energy. That's awesome. Add a copy of the 3rd attack you play each turn into your hand. Ooh. So if I find a way to play... I mean, the 3rd attack. If I find a way to play this as the 3rd attack, it'll kind of go crazy. But I don't know. That's a lot of setup to get that to work. Deal 4 additional damage. Deal 2 additional damage for each vulnerable. Or deal 6 damage if you lost HP this turn, then draw a card. I think I'm going to keep my deck at 20 cards here. None of those really move the needle for me in one way or another. Okay, and while we're about 20 points down, I say we still smith. Are we going to see any more? We're going to heal. Oh, it's quite a long way to heal, but not a lot of combat, though, in between. So actually, I think we're okay not healing. And what would we want to do? I think the Rage is really good. Demon Form, if we can ever play it, which is going to be sweet. 4 cards, too. Or Rampage. I say we do Rage. We need a little bit of a way to do, to get more block, I think. So I'll do that. All right, let's keep on rolling. Self-help book, okay. On the floor lies a tome, 3 Ways to Conquer the Spire. Book is encrusted with blood, so you find manuscript highly suspicious. Will you read it? Read the back. Choose an attack to enchant with 2 sharp. Yes. I think we're definitely enchanting, right? Oh, choose a skill to enchant with 2 nimble, or choose a power to enchant with 2 swift. The first time you play this card, draw 2. Okay, so we want to do an attack because our attacks deal 9 extra damage. So definitely enchant an attack here. And if we can... Honestly, this would go so crazy. This would just do so much damage. Because we're going to give it +2 and then plus an additional 9. And then that's going to be dealing like almost, I don't know, 20 damage. And then it will attack twice. So up to 40 damage if there's any vulnerable on it. Oh, and the sharp works twice on this card, so it's double effective. All right, we'll do it. We will do it. Perfect. That is a good tip to beat the Spire. And what do we have in here? Start each combat with 10 block. All right, we're getting a lot of block. And then, yeah, until the turn prevents damage. Great. Oh, the Zen Weaver. Walking through spider web and panic. But then a wave of calm washes over you. Calm down. I need you to quit fussing up my web. How did you calm down so quickly? An itsy bitsy spider abyssal down to meet you. Willing to impart some techniques for gold. Breathing techniques. Add 2 enlighten to your hand. Pay 125, remove one card from your deck, or locked not gold, not enough gold. Reduce the cost of all cards in your hands to 1 this turn and exhaust. Ooh. I like these a lot. Adds 2 of these to our deck. So if I get this, now we'll actually be able to use Demon Form. Okay. I'm gonna grab this. Removing a card from the deck would be nice, but I think taking this is the play. Alright, and another relic here. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, draw a card. Can do. Alright, the Amalgamator. Clang clang. You hear the echoes of the metal upon metal on the other side of the wall. As you press your head against the wall and listen in, the wall opens up, revealing a hulking 6-armed figure toiling away. Its face is a swirling vortex of glowing signals that shift about. One with an ascending spirit and founding my workshop. Let's combine. Okay, so remove 2 strikes and add an ultimate strike to your deck. Cool. Or remove 2 defends and add an ultimate defend. Either way, I think we're pretty happy. We've got a lot of really cool attacks, though. It does stink just getting a +5 block, though. We really rarely use those. And we have at least enough strength to make the strikes more, make more sense. So maybe we'll take the blocks out this time. Yeah, get rid of them. Deal 12 damage to all enemies, costs less energy for each attack played this turn. Uppercut. Tremble's not bad, just because we like vulnerability here. Gain 8 damage, 8 block, and another 8 block if you exhaust the card. Put an attack from your draw pile into your hand. Alright, this actually is so good, but let's see what these do. Raise max HP by 10 is very good. We can't afford anything else. We can remove a card. I mean, gaining plating is nice too. I say we do this. And... ooh, we can make it not exhaust too. I'm gonna grab this. Alright, and bring it on, dude. Gain additional energy at the start of your next 3 turns. Alright, so I think I'm gonna drink this just so that we actually can beat this guy. Alright. He's going to apply a debuff to me. Alright, if the other segments are still alive within 2 turns, okay, get HP. So we got to take kind of all of them down. So this front section's doing 10 damage to me. We don't need to block anything. Perfect. I guess we could have blocked a little, but I think that's fine. Alright, this is perfect. Rage, demon form. We'll take a little damage. Whatever. I guess we didn't super need to do that. Alright, we're taking a lot of damage here. Okay. We'll just keep trying to whittle down other people. Okay, at least we healed up a little bit there. Or we got some plating. Alright, so this wasn't a great time to get this card. But, okay, draw pile. What do we got in our draw pile? Anything very good? I think dismantle is what we got to grab. So, okay, so now we can hit this for 14. So this is going to be crazy damage. And now, alright, so this should do... I think we got to take this section down, right? And then we can block for 11, yeah. All right, and we'll be able to do 15 damage next turn. Clean. I could have gone worse. All right, gain 20 additional gold. Well, you know, I don't think we really need that. Okay. Gain energy for each attack in your hand. Or whenever you lose HP on your turn, gain 2 strength. Okay. That's kind of sick. But is that permanent strength? I'm not entirely sure. I think we need it, though. Alright, fire. So this is the last time that we get to rest. No, okay. So then we can still be a little risky here. Reduce. Oh, this combat. Do we want to keep this? I kind of think that we do. I think this, being able to keep it and not exhausted is pretty sweet. So, but, oh, we can also upgrade this. An extra 4 damage. Isn't crazy. 2 twice. I don't know if we need that. I'd rather be able to get it, like, every time I see this card. Okay. Hopefully we take this guy down. Ah, it looks so small. Alright, he intends to attack for 22 damage. The Vital Spark, the first time Infested Prism takes attack damage each turn, the attacker gains mana, or energy. Okay, I mean, that sounds good. I say we do that. Alright, so we're gonna Inflame. And then we'll bash here. And now we'll do 33 damage twice. Feels pretty good. I'll take 11 block. And there's 9 damage. Alright, that went pretty well. So, I mean, we can do that. Sure. I'm gonna block also. We gotta preserve a little bit of HP. Ooh, nice. Okay. Hopefully we kill this turn. Okay, so this is the only time that that move's not going to help at all. But we do kind of get to use this for free. Yeah, I'm fine with just doing that and ending my turn. Alright, I still think this guy's toast. Yeah. See ya. You're no match for me and my bird friend. Alright, whenever you enter a shop room, heal 15 HP. I love that. There's no more shops, but I still like that. Alright, we're gonna skip. We don't need any of this. 6 damage. Deal 3 additional damage for all cards containing strike. No, we're okay. We are A-okay. Alright, so I think we heal here. The greed move would be upgrade a card in our deck. But yeah, we're gonna heal. And we're gonna fight boss 2. Alright. He's gonna give 6 status cards. Okay, that stinks. I don't want that many. I will take 2 strength, and then strength whenever I get hurt. And I'll bash you. Yikes. What do those ones do? Get further away, increasing sand pit by 1. Increase the cost of cards by 1. Okay. That's not good. In 4 turns, you will be eaten and die. That's so fun, isn't that? Okay. So, definitely 2 strength. And then I think we've got to take the 3 damage here and play these. So block first, and then... I mean, I guess we don't want to play the sand pit, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't want to die in 4 turns, so I think we just keep this in our deck, and we just have to deal with it. Look at this little guy. Alright, is he vulnerable? He's not. Shoot. Wow, we're about to take a ton of damage here. We get a little bit of block, at least. I mean, all we have to do is survive. Alright, everything gets upgraded. And two big strikes. What is this last card? Just a strike? Okay. Oh, wait, here we go. I think this is the move. So... we'll do... I want to deal 18 damage and 2 strength. I think I'll do this first. And then I'll draw the cards to force the reshuffle, and then I'll use... oh, I don't even need to. Thunderclap. All right, perfect. I mean, that's what I was looking for. So I'll grab Thunderclap again. And then what card do I want to bring back? Probably Dismantle to do a bunch of damage. I mean, of all of these, yeah, it's got to be Dismantle. So we're going to take 20 damage here, but I think it's worth dealing 90 damage to him. Oh, yeah. Okay. He's done. Whoa! What? A sand pit? Okay, well... I was feeling really cocky there. Clearly, I misread something. Not that that's strange for me. It's not my strong suit. Okay, all right. Well, you know, the run was bound to end at some point. So I think that's pretty solid for the first run. We at least got to the second boss. Holy smokes. And quite a lot of discoveries and unlocks here. If you liked this video, do me a favor, push the like button, and let me know if you want me to play some more of these runs, if there's a special character, or basically what was different that you liked more in this. Did you like anything less? I'm so interested to hear your thoughts. I thought this was incredible. When I was looking originally at like some of the videos, it was a little like jarring, just the switch between the classic like 2D style and now this more like 3D style artwork. But I will say it feels so good to play, and I'm really obsessed with it. So I'm going to be playing quite a bit more. All right, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.